Hello, and thank you for helping us with importing our website's datasheets into our database. We are now in the product's website, and we will log in first with the login credentials that you will have received from me. So we log in, and first we come into the homepage where there's also a description of how it works, but let's just directly go through with the instructions. First we go to the traditional TM for templates. And there you go to the template that I've told you to use. I've told you to use the 1412D in this example, and it's ready to start. Also, the D stands for German, Deutsch, which means it's a German document, and we try to do all the German documents before we do any other languages. So let's go into that document, and it's loading it. And up here, you see that the document is ready to start. And here there's a comment field. And here I can, at any time, if I have a problem, I can make a comment. So here I can make a comment. And also I will press the gray button, which will add this line to the document. So here, this is actually the original technical datasheet in HTML. And it's clickable, it recognizes the text. So actually here you see that it recognizes the text, and I can use these text blocks. As you see on the right, I have another browser open. And in this browser, actually we are also logged in. I can here go to target template, and it will recognize the product that I want to put in. So here you see that it's quite the same layout as here. Not quite the same, but the data has to come from here into here. To do this, I've tried to make a very easy interface. So this one is already done. So let's go to the next one, the orange one. And I will go back into the original one, and I will click the value that I need here. Here I see Roostof basis. Here I see Roostof basis. So I'll click here on this value, and it will automatically put it in the text field. Now I only have to submit it, and it's done. Anwendungsgebiet, next one. So I click this, and I input it, and it's done. Farbtoner, farbloos. Hey, you see actually that there are already some text blocks here that have the same word as farbloos. So I can just click one that's already in the database, so I don't need to add a new block. And here you see that with farbtoner, there's not any second element set. So if there's nothing set, then I can just say no value selected. Then there's Glansgrad. Here I can click it again. It's not known, so I input it. There is no Härter defined, as you see, so I will leave that empty. Leaving it empty, I can do that by either clicking here or here. So now I click here. Verpakking. There I have this. Okay, so I submit that, and it's done. Härter, again, there's no Härter, so I'll leave that empty. Then here is a small saying here. Okay, so I can take that one, and I can input that. You notice that actually always when I submit something, it automatically skips to the next field. Then here this is very interesting. It says Lak, Härter, and Mission. This means that for this product, for a normal product, you need more parts, Lak, Härter, and Mission. For this product, you only need one part. There's no Härter and no Mission. So we'll just put that in, and we'll leave the rest empty. So let's go in there. Dichte 0.96. This one, as I said, I will leave empty. 95 plus minus 2. 2 I can click to, but actually it's already here. So I can just pick one, and the rest again I leave empty. 4.5. I will now continue doing this, but I will not show it, so to save some time for you. Now here, for example, I'm working on the VOC file. There, I pressed this one and I pressed this one. Actually here something went wrong. So I just replaced this with the right block. Oh, I see it's a smaller then. And I try to input this. It actually works, so I can just leave it like this. And I cancel out the rest again. If I need more text blocks, then I can just connect the text blocks behind each other and I can enter them. And here, you see that there was an arrow. The arrow somehow disappeared. So I can just do this and I can input that. Also, I might want to make a note here. So I say theoretische Ergiebigkeit arrow is missing. This is good for later work that we can improve the datasheets because we know what went wrong during the import. Then here, for example, you see different fields and they're somewhat organized, somewhat not. They seem a little bit random. We really try to build them into these blocks as good as we can. So try to make it in a way that they look nicely next to each other. Don't worry, these little blocks, they will change height a little bit. I will compensate for that later. Here, for example, I see that Pflegehinweise, this block, is missing here. It's not in here. So I will have to make a comment for that once I'm done doing this. But basically, we are able to input the whole thing. Once we're done importing, I would like you to press done. Unless there's something that is completely wrong, we should make it into the error. Okay? Now just to explain some of the questions you might have. Maybe you will go into another datasheet, for example this one, and it will tell you don't start yet, no product has been linked to this datasheet. Please, in this case, come back to me and ask me to add a product to this datasheet. Okay? Also, other languages, we should only do once the original one is done. So here, for example, this one is done, and this one we can work on. Thank you very much for your help, and I hope we will have a successful cooperation. Thank you very much.